Stop what you're doing right now. I am so excited about this new down payment assistance grant that is honestly unlike any program I've seen in a very long while. So here's the scoop. First, it is a $7,500 grant that will be given to the buyer who is eligible for this program. And this grant is non-repayable. So unlike most of the other down payment assistance programs out there that we see are very popular, many of those take second lien position on the grant money. The second lien would be accruing interest. In this case, this is not what's happening. This is a grant that is given to the buyer as long as they meet certain criteria. So that is a huge win. Secondly, there's no prepayment penalty on it. So they can refinance at any time. Again, another big difference when you compare this particular program to other down payment assistance programs. Okay, now what is it? This is a Fannie Mae conventional loan. So this does not apply to FHA or VA or even Freddie Mac conventional loans. This is only Fannie Mae, and it allows for a down payment as low as 3% on a 1-unit property. But here's another cool thing about this program. You can use it on a 2 to 4 unit as long as you're putting down 5%. So again, wow, really cool stuff. Now, if the buyer needs to have a co-signer or a co-borrower that's not going to occupy the property, then they would have to do 5% down. So a few nuances here. The other thing is that one of the borrowers must be a first-time home buyer, and they will need to take a free home buyer education course. It's just part of the program. Another key factor of this particular program, again, unlike most down payment assistance programs, is there are no income limits on it. That's right, I said no income limits on it. What? But here's the catch. I mean, if there is a catch, and yeah, there is. Here's the catch. Again, very different than a normal down payment assistance program, and that is the buyer would have to live in a certain census tract. They don't have to buy there, but they have to reside there. And so there is some documentation that we will be looking at to ensure that it meets the program requirements. But as long as the buyer currently lives in one of these areas, then they are eligible for this $7,500 grant. I mean, let me just tell you, we are going back through all of our buyers that are already pre-qualified and just putting their addresses in to see if they're eligible for an extra $7,500. I mean, who could not use that, right? So this is very specific though. It's a Fannie Mae program, and we are including the link so you can check to see if you're eligible or friends or family or your clients are eligible for this program. So take a peek at the Fannie Mae lookup. What you're going to do is put the address in there, and this is what you're looking for on the findings. It must say Home Ready First. And if it does, that means that that buyer may be eligible for the Home Ready First program. Now, don't get confused, because the Fannie Mae lookup link actually says an income lookup link. But income limits do not apply to this program, so don't get confused by that. You're going to see income numbers come up on the little green screen. All you're looking for is for it to say special code Fannie Mae Home Ready First. Home Ready First is the key. If the borrower or buyer currently lives in an area where it says Home Ready First, we got ourselves somebody that might get $7,500. So super excited. The other thing to kind of know is this program has other bells and whistles, one of which is the buyer will receive a $500 credit at closing for their appraisal. The second thing is, as long as the home warranty is not being paid by the seller or the real estate agent or the builder, then the buyer also gets a $500 credit towards a home warranty. I mean, just so many cool things about this program. So if you or somebody you know is wanting to purchase a house and is a first-time home buyer, another key element here must be a first-time home buyer, and they happen to live in an area that's eligible for this program, let's get the word out. I'm so excited. Now, this is going to be a limited time offering. Right now we have it for the next 6 months, so through October 1st. So again, seize the moment. Let's get that $7,500 in the hands of buyers that want to buy. If you have questions, or anybody you know that has questions about wanting to maybe explore using this program or want to explore how this program works, click the link below and schedule a quick 15-minute consultation with the Kelly Zitlow Group mortgage advisor. We can ask the right questions, double check the address to be sure that the buyer is eligible, and then we can kind of get into next steps. Now, even though I'm covering just like the highlights, the borrower still has to be approved, meet all the other home lending guidelines and all that fun stuff. But these are some really cool highlights that are just unique to this particular program. And the other thing is there's not a lot of lenders across the country that even have access to this. So this is something specific to Cornerstone Home Lending, and our buyers can utilize this in any of the states that we lend in. So we lend in over 45 states right now. So again, as long as they live in one of these areas that is designated by Fannie Mae to be eligible, then they can use the $7,500 towards the purchase of a primary residence in any of the 45 plus states that we lend in. Thanks so much for tuning in. Please subscribe to keep updated on not only the evolution of this product, but other programs and products that we are bringing to market.